Your brain has a weather channel. It runs 24 hours a day, and it only reports one thing: hurricanes. Does not matter if it's sunny outside, does not matter if nothing bad has happened. Even when, by all accounts, things are actually going pretty well, your brain has already identified 17 ways that this can fall apart, and it wants you to know about all of them, just in case. This is not pessimism, this is not negativity, this is anxiety doing its job just a little too well. Always expecting the worst feels like preparation. It is not. It is disaster rehearsal, and there is a big difference. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why your brain does this, why it does not actually keep you safer, and a simple framework to interrupt the pattern and get back to real life. Over the years, I've managed a lot of teams: a legal team, a state government team, and a real estate team. Every role came with real responsibility, real stakes, real consequences if something went wrong. And somewhere along the way, my brain decided that the best way to handle that responsibility was to imagine every possible disaster ahead of time. Because obviously, if I'd already thought of it, I could prevent it. Solid logic, terrible way to live. A deal would be going well, and my brain would immediately start asking what could kill it. A project would be on track, and I would be mentally 3 steps ahead, looking for the thing I missed. A quiet week would feel suspicious, because in my brain, quiet did not mean good. Quiet meant something was coming that I had not spotted yet. The problem is that it felt responsible. It felt like I was being thorough, like I was protecting myself and the people around me. But I was not protecting anything. I was just exhausted and anxious and waiting for a disaster that almost never came. And when it did not come, I did not feel relieved. I just started looking for the next one. Here is why your brain does this. Your brain's number one job is not to make you happy. It is not to help you enjoy your life. Its number one job is to keep you alive. And the way it does that is by scanning for threats. All day, every day. Looking for what could hurt you before it actually does. For most of human history, that was incredibly helpful. You see the threat early, you survive. You miss the threat, you do not. The problem is your brain cannot tell the difference between a real physical threat and a hypothetical professional one. So it treats a stressful email like a tiger is walking into the room. Full alarm, full alert, prepare for impact. Even if the tiger is just a message you haven't answered yet. Now here is the part that makes it worse for high performers specifically. You have been rewarded for this pattern your entire career. You thought of the problem before it happened. Things went well. Your brain connected the dots. It decided catastrophizing was part of why you were successful. So now it will not stop. But there is a difference between useful preparation and anxiety-driven disaster rehearsal. Useful preparation identifies a real risk and takes one specific action. Disaster rehearsal imagines every possible way something could fail and then runs the simulation on repeat. One of those makes you better prepared. The other one just makes you tired. Rehearsing disaster does not prevent disaster. It just means you experience it twice. Once in your head and once if it actually ever happens. Here is a 5-step framework I call change the forecast. The next time your brain starts running the hurricane report, run through this instead. Step 1, name the prediction. Say it out loud or write it down. My brain is predicting that this is going to fall apart. My brain is predicting that something bad is coming. Just naming the prediction moves you from inside the anxiety to outside of it. You are not the prediction, you are the person looking at it. Step 2, separate possibility from probability. Ask yourself one honest question. Is this actually likely to happen, or is it just possible? Almost everything your anxiety predicts is possible. Almost none of it is probable. Your brain reports every possible hurricane. Your job is to check the actual forecast. Step 3, identify one useful preparation step. If there is a real risk in front of you, Ask yourself what one specific action could reduce that risk. Not 17 actions, one. Do that action or schedule it. Then stop. You handled it. That is real preparation. Step 4, stop rehearsing the disaster. Once you've taken one useful action, the simulation is over. No more running the scenario, no more what ifs, no more imagining the version of events where everything falls apart. You prepared. The weather channel does not need to keep running. Step 5, return to the next real action. Not the hypothetical future, right now. What is the one thing in front of you right now that actually needs your attention? Do that. That is where your energy belongs. The goal is not to stop caring about outcomes. The goal is to stop letting your brain run a disaster channel 24 hours a day when nothing is actually on fire. Preparation is useful. Rehearsing disaster is just anxiety with a productivity costume on. By the way, I'm Vinnie Merz, a high-performance anxiety coach. I help ambitious professionals stop anxiety from sabotaging their success, their confidence, and their peace of mind. If your brain has been running the worst-case scenario on a loop, you are not a pessimist. You are not negative. You are someone whose brain learned early that being prepared meant being safe, and it has been trying to keep you safe ever since. It just does not know when to turn the channel off. You do not have to become careless to stop catastrophizing. You just have to learn the difference between a real risk worth preparing for and a simulation your brain runs out of habit. One makes you sharper, the other one just makes you exhausted. If this pattern is showing up across your work, your relationships, or your ability to enjoy what you built, that is exactly what my 30-minute strategy session is for. It is a clarity and fit conversation. We identify what's keeping you stuck, what your goals actually are, and whether my coaching process is the right fit for you. No pressure, no fluff. Link is below. If this helped you, subscribe. I post every Tuesday and Friday with practical tools to help you take back control. No fluff, no theory, just what actually works. Your brain is a great weather channel. It just needs to learn that every cloud is not a hurricane.